disappearing on me?
I've got to start getting ready for work, honey.
No, are you going out the door?
Oh, no, I'm coming back.
Okay.
I'm dealing with this real quick.
Alrighty. Alright. This is my Bustin Yoface.
Oh, you got a Bustin Yoface?
Yep, this is a cruiser board that is symmetrical. Look at that. Let's press down a bit.
This is in tires.
Black.
Whoa.
It says 136s.
Pretty, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably put a scene on that. Paint something on there and then put my rails on and my trucks. Ooh, they did not make sure the grip was down properly. They didn't roll it properly. I have to roll it really good with my wheels. But there we go. Nice. This is also part fiberglass, if I remember correctly. Alrighty. Thank you, Bustin. You turn it off.
Sorry, I didn't get you in the video, Keith.
Those wheels look good though.
Yeah, they do. Stop.
Should I stop?
No.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Push it. Push it.
Watch this.
Nice. Nice. Stop
Really
it.
like this board, size, the shape of the nose, tail, wheelbase. I'm really liking it. As you can see, I did a little bit of artwork on it, covered it with lacquer. This is a nice board. All right. All right, so this is a kind of a unboxing and first ride. I wouldn't say review, but as just first experience with my Bustin Yoface deck. So I'll just let you see the subject. I got it in complete black. I really liked the look of it. Let me turn it around. I just like that black finish. I don't know why. And also I had an idea for a design for it. Since it is a symmetrical board, I came up with a symmetrical cross. As you can see, it's got the hillside from each side, the sun behind it, red cross. I'm sure by now you understand that I'm a Christian. I don't normally really tout my faith a lot when I'm out and about, but something about this just spoke to me that I wanted it on my board. And then the blood red wheels, these were my Sector 9 Butterballs, 61 millimeter 80A. Yeah, I think they're 80A. I had dyed them before with RIT dye. It was the regular RIT dye, and all it did was make a pink. So I finally got some more RIT dye that is, where is it? Synthetic, and it's orange. Now I'd done my youngest son's slime balls before, and I really thought they were going to end up being orange, and they're like this blood, I don't know, red, maroon red, and it looks nice. I like the way it turned out, and I like half dyed wheels. I think that's really cool the way they look. So but the red, you know, the blood red really goes with the message of the cross. This is by Jesus' blood that we are made free, that we are cleansed of sin. We cannot come to God on our own. We're not good enough. Jesus' blood will cover us. But anyways, what I did paint pins for this, and then I sprayed over it with lacquer, and then I've got these cheap Amazon rails. They're actually plastic. They're not like a polyurethane or a urethane or a polyvinyl. So when I went to rail slide with them, they made this neat like sound that was, I liked it. I thought it was neat. And they're kind of on the thin side, which is, it's good that they only fit further in, because they're low. They're kind of low to the board. I have a hard time really investing like in Little John's rails, because I know that once those rails go on that board, they're staying with it. And I'd have to buy more, and they're kind of expensive. And I'm not that good at rail slides yet to be really wearing through rails. So maybe that will come later. Maybe when I'm in a better financial situation, my wife getting a little bit more of a raise, because I'm on a fixed income. So I mean, that's kind of it for me. So whenever my wife gets a raise, that's when we will improve our living conditions, I guess. So for the time being, I will invest in cheap rails. And so far they did pretty good. I've got slappy 9-inch trucks, and something I did with these wheels, and it was not an easy thing. I actually trimmed these wheels down because they flare out on both sides, this side and this side, and it just makes for a narrow area right here to grind in. I think it was like 5 1/4 or just a little over 5 1/4 inches. So I trimmed these things down. I actually I've got this and some washers, and I put this in a drill, clamped it in this vise, and to start with, I was using this knife, and it was actually doing pretty decent, but it slipped, and I did a gouge right here. As you can see, it's not too good. It doesn't look good, but it really doesn't affect how it works. So then I went with my good old Sawzall, and that got the trick done. It gives me more room in here. It's something over, it's like 6.125, something like that, inches. A little bit more room. Yeah, it's almost 6 1/4 inches. A little bit more room gives me more lock-in on the inside, and they slide just a little bit better because they're a little bit narrower wheel. They were like 45 millimeters, now they're 39. So that works. But you didn't see it in the montage, but I tried to do a nose slide, and I mean, it slid really good. It slid out from under me. Whatever they coat this thing in is nice and slick. So I am really liking this board. It's for whatever reason, the 16-inch wheelbase and the trucks that I've chosen, I can slappy easier. I mean, I could just lean into it and get right up on the curb, and I really like that. So that's kind of my initial impressions of this board. I will probably review it again after it's been around for a few months. But I'm really liking this board, especially for the cruiser function. And there again, you know, what I filmed wasn't really what I got it for. I got it for cruising. I just, you know, sometimes when my wife has to use the car to go to work, then me and the boys have to skate up to the spot, and it's a whole lot better to use a cruiser board to go to the spot. And if the board can still do a few tricks, that's all the better, and this one is. And another thing, I had been wanting a symmetrical board for a really long time, and finally got it. I mean, I have the anti-hero horse pill, and all you have to do is move the wheelbase a quarter of an inch and it becomes a symmetrical board. But my oldest son really liked it, and motivating him to go out and skate, as difficult as it is, so I gave it to him. You do that when you're a dad sometimes. So I had been looking around for another symmetrical board, and this fills the bill. Completely symmetrical. I like the idea because I can go either way, and it will also lessen the amount of wear and tear that's on it. The wheels don't cone as much. The tail will get worn on both sides. So that's really what I like. So anyways, that is my review or initial impressions, and God bless you. Peace out.